Yo, this is Chris coming to you live from the basement, and this is Facts Over Feelings. Listen, y'all, we got a lot to talk about today. And one of the things I really want to talk about, but I also kind of refuse to talk about, is the biggest story in the media landscape right now. And unless you've been living under a rock and have no idea what I'm talking about, it is Epstein and the Epstein files. But I've said it before and I've said it again. I refuse to talk about it. I refuse to give this energy. And I refuse to do it for two reasons. Number one, the victims. Every single time we talk about Jeffrey Epstein, we neglect the victims and their healing process. So I'm not going to give that man any more energy. He's dead. It's controversial. I think we're going to get the truth. We're damn sure getting closer to it, but I'm not going to give it energy. That's one reason. The second reason is because if you just do a Michael Wolff search and listen to some of his recordings, that might give you a little bit more insight. So, with that being said, I do want to highlight something else that's happening, and that's closely related. Now, look, every week there's a new secret truth trending somewhere. You know, whether it's Jewish space lasers, whether it's, controlling the weather patterns, or people interviewing time travelers, or your cousin on Facebook swearing Epstein's kill list is on page 17 of the Beyonce tour book. We're surrounded by conspiracy, everything. But the line I keep hearing, the number one line that really sticks, is this. They always turn out to be true. Really? All of them? So today, we're breaking down why that line feels good but leads absolutely nowhere. We're talking brain chemistry, viral grifts, and how chasing fake power makes you miss real injustice. But listen, before we get into it, if you vibe with this kind of breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on alerts, and drop a comment with the wildest theory someone's ever tried to sell you. All right, people, let's dig in. So, just to give you some context, right? Conspiracy theories themselves don't start in a vacuum. They thrive in times of chaos, distrust, and disconnection. And let's be honest, we're living in that moment right now. See, humans themselves, we're pattern seekers. That's not a bug, it's biology. We're wired to find cause and effect, especially when things feel out of control. The problem is that instinct can be hijacked. Your brain can be rewired. What starts as curiosity becomes obsession. And what started as a question becomes a substitute for reality. So let's ask the deeper one. Why do people actually believe this stuff? Why? So before we really dig into that, what I want to do is I want to show you this clip. I'm not here to dunk on the flat earthers or the microchip truthers. Let's be real. Most people don't believe this stuff because they're dumb. They believe it because they're trying to make sense of a world that feels rigged. So with that being said, I want to give you a little bit of the psychology behind it. And look, I'm going to play this video. I'm going to play it at 2x speed so you can kind of just listen to it. The lady in here, she's a bit cringy. It's, overly animated. But listen to the content and what she's trying to explain, and that'll help you articulate everything that I'm saying right now. So let me roll this clip.
Of course, it's all connected. This conspiracy goes all the way to the top. That's right, I'm talking about the human brain. I'm Shannon, and I'm a neuroscience PhD candidate. And this is your brain on conspiracy theories. Conspiracy theories are having a renaissance right now. It seems like every day we hear about a rapper who believes that the Earth is flat, or an athlete who believes that the moon landing is fake, or that a super advanced race of aliens have infiltrated the Earth and they live among us as they prepare for invasion and the eventual enslavement of the entire human race. So how is the otherwise working brain able to believe in such far-fetched ideas? The human brain is wired to see patterns to help us survive. Dark clouds mean a storm is coming. A mysterious shadow means a predator is trying to murder you, that sort of thing. Sensing patterns can save your life. Pattern processing became increasingly sophisticated with expansion of the cerebral cortex, particularly the prefrontal cortex and regions involved in image processing. As we evolved, the brain got so good at finding patterns that it sometimes sees a pattern in completely unconnected data. Enter the conspiracy theory. Conspiracy theories generally refer to explaining important events as secret plots by powerful groups.
Sounds like what we're living through now.
People who believe in conspiracy theories have brains that are more prone to illusory pattern perception, aka finding connections when there are none. In one study, researchers flipped coins and asked subjects to record the results. People who thought they saw patterns in the random coin flips were more likely to believe in at least one major conspiracy theory. So why do conspiracy theorists sometimes see connections that just aren't there? Neuroscientists believe it may be due to extra dopamine in their brains. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter involved in emotion, reward, and cognition. It's thought to be especially important in decision-making, as it helps people find signal in noise. People with genetically higher levels of free dopamine are more likely to believe in one.
All right, so hopefully that can kind of articulate a little bit what I'm talking about. Listen, that's not fringe thinking, right? That's survival thinking. The more powerless you feel, the more you reach for meaning, and conspiracy theories offer the best marketing pitch ever. You're not wrong, you're not crazy, you're awake. Awake. Are you woke, anti-woke? I don't even really know. I can't even give you that right now. But look, I want to roll another clip because I want to prove this to you in real time. And so when you check out this clip, watch this live. It's a live brain test. Same image, multiple people see it, and you'll watch some of the people that believe in conspiracy theories versus some of the people that don't, what they see in the clip versus what the others see in the clip. So let's roll this.
These images are random noise, random bits of ink with no meaning, except in some of them, we've hidden an object. Do you see an object in any of these images? If you do, you might be a conspiracy theorist. That's because recent studies have shown that if you see meaning in the random, you're more likely to believe in conspiracy theories. So just how conspiracy obsessed is Sydney? Hold it to like that far away from you?
Yeah?
Yeah?
I'm not interviewing you, am I?
No,
okay.
You're not interviewing me, don't worry.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. So, do you believe in any kind of conspiracy theories?
Yeah. Sure.
You do? So what sort of conspiracy theories do you believe in?
Love like a good Bermuda Triangle story.
I just love a good story. If someone tells it well, I'm here for it.
Do you believe that Princess Di's death was maybe organised?
Yeah, I believe so very strongly.
Yeah?
I think it was a cover-up.
I don't. No. Not really. Not that sort of stuff.
Do you think that maybe the moon landing was fake?
Yeah.
Yeah? Moon landing
No, people
conspiracy
think the
theory.
moon
I think we landed on the
landing
moon.
is
Not
fake.
really the moon landing, maybe alien cover-ups, definitely.
Anywhere where there's a bureaucracy, there's a cover-up.
Right. So do you believe that, governments are hiding bits of alien spacecrafts and things like that?
Cover-up.
Okay. About a quarter of Australians actually share this belief, according to a 2022 survey. Okay, so I'm going to show you these images.
Okay.
Could it be that conspiracy believers see meaning where there is none?
So that's wild. She said a quarter of Australians feel that way. I wonder if she came to the United States, what that number would be, because that's I feel like a quarter is fairly high.
Can you see any objects in any of these?
I don't know.
Number 3, it looks like a tent of some sort. It's like a prism kind of shape. Triangle.
Triangle? Okay.
They're like boats. That looks like a sailboat.
Number 3 looks like a sailing boat.
In number 1, I can see like a room of some sort.
Actually, that looks like the interior of a house.
It's a bit of floor,
Yeah?
back walls.
So you've got like the straight lines of the floor and then like
Oh, I see,
windows,
yeah, I
walls.
see what you mean, yeah. I
I'd say
can't work out number 2, though.
A hippo in that one?
A hippo. Okay.
A face somewhere there.
Yeah.
I see a little, like a squirrel here. The eyes
Yo,
in the
check
roof.
The
this
head's
out.
here
I
and, like,
see
body's
I
here.
see a
You see it too?
sailboat.
Yeah, it's like a little face,
I
right?
see a sailboat.
Very
in
rough
number
aircraft
3.
there.
Oh, okay. You can't see anything else in any of these?
I don't really see much else.
No, not at all.
Yeah, she can only see the yacht.
She can only see the yacht? Okay.
What do you
well,
see? Do you
I can
see a
reveal to you now
sailboat?
that we've actually
Do you
only
see
hidden an
anything in
object
these?
in one of these images. A sailing boat in that one. Number 3.
Hey! What was it? What was it?
It was number 3. It was
Number
a yacht.
three.
Yeah. There's actually nothing else.
So check that out. There was nothing else in any other picture. So if you listen to the clip, you watch people that believe in the conspiracy theories, right? Point out, hey, this looks like the interior of a house. That one looks like a hippo, right? But only one of them actually had a picture that was hidden in it, right? So again, it's pattern recognition. That's not just bias, that's brain chemistry. Like, that's what we're talking about. Once your mind wants to see a plot, you'll find one. That's just how it works. And we can't be mad at it. The only thing you can do is take the extra step to find out the truth. Now, let's run the actual scoreboard here. Here's what conspiracy culture got wrong and what it twisted. So let's start with this. The moon landing being fake. That's fully verified by science, right? 9/11, inside job. No evidence of demolition. Al-Qaeda was responsible. Sandy Hook, staged. Tell that to Alex Jones, who had a $1 billion lawsuit that he lost. Jewish space lasers. Come on now. You ever seen a laser shoot some shit out the sky? I mean, let's be real. I shouldn't even have to talk about that one, right? What about people controlling the weather? I don't know. Maybe people don't understand science. Science isn't a weapon. Science is real. We learned all of this shit back in elementary school. Stratus clouds, Sirius clouds. Come on now. Let's be real. And the most important one, the Epstein list. Real abuse. Absolutely. Viral list. Mostly fake. Now, could they release a bunch of the case files? Absolutely. But there's no client list. Epstein wasn't out here like, hey, you got to come to my island and do this, or else I'm going to release this video. That's not how rich people work. Listen, people say they always turn out to be true. Nah, that's not. Most of them just turn out to be profitable fiction. And here's the worst part about conspiracy theories, and this is the part that I really don't like. So let's say you don't believe them. Cool. But lots of people do. And the consequences, they're not just personal, they're structural. Conspiracy theories can mess up people's lives. Think about, if you're watching this clip, I'm sure you have someone in your family that you might not associate with because of their belief in conspiracy theories, right? So I'm gonna roll this last clip, and I want you to see what happens when this stuff moves from message boards to real life, because it's detrimental. It's detrimental in ways that are unfathomable until it actually happens to you. So let's roll this clip.
In the real world, I was falling behind. In this digital fantasy, I was unlocking the secrets of the universe. Hello, I'm David Morrill. I'm a 30-year-old graduate student, and we're here today to talk about how I slowly got drawn into conspiracy theories.
I'm Scott Morrill. I'm David's dad, and I'm a semi-retired lawyer. Did you have neighbors, like, just bringing you random chickens?
Yeah, we started giving away the eggs.
I don't think at first I had any inkling that something was going on.
At the time, my life was not going particularly well. I had just gotten married and immediately regretted it. And then Oregon, they had just legalized recreational marijuana.
My man was getting high as a kite every single day.
Pot. And I recall getting involved in online groups that would try to puzzle out secrets.
Like what kind of secrets, and what were you getting out of this?
It all started with something called the Cicada 3301, this online puzzle put out by a mystery group, actually. It starts with basic problem solving. You would take, say, an anagram and arrange letters correctly to get a URL. I got involved more deeply in communities that were trying to crack this. I started going on Reddit specifically. I realized I couldn't. It was going to be impossible. But there were other less well-known puzzles and challenges that people were directing my attention towards. Then on these online communities, I started feeling like an influence and actually helpful. I got it up in my head that there was some shadow group running.
Yo, these people, my mans was getting up every day and was literally like, let's crack this code. Let's figure out what's on the other side of this barrier. Like, come on. And I'm happy that he's in a post conspiracy life now, but that's crazy.
Running everything. Maybe if I solved these things, they'd let me in. I'd be a member, right? I never knew what The grand sacred truth was I was just going through a hero's journey of challenges and puzzles to try to get there, maybe.
Did you get more sort of desperate to crack the code, so to speak?
Yeah. My relationship began failing darn near immediately after marriage. I wasn't sleeping, I was taking drugs, and I started getting really paranoid, as is a common side effect of marijuana. I thought that people were watching me out in public, I was skittish, I was terrified. I started frantically reaching out and trying to express.
If this sounds like you, reach out to a friend, family member, or a professional and get some help. All right? It's real.
My concerns to you.
The first real event was when you woke us up in the middle of the night and we went for a long walk with you, and you were talking about stuff that your mother and I we didn't get it. At some point, there was a traumatic event that kind of brought this all to a head.
I was on a lot of drugs, I hadn't slept for probably days and days on end, and my imagination was running away from me. So I got in the shower, and for over a dozen hours I refused to get out. People were knocking, I was terrified of them, I was terrified of anything and everything. I knew that the water running over me was comforting.
So listen, conspiracy theories ruined this man's life. I'm happy he rebounded, but some people aren't that lucky. Some people aren't lucky enough to share their story on the internet afterwards. Some people end up going to prison because of this. Some people die because of this. Some people are excommunicated from their family because of this. That's the part that they don't show you on Telegram. Not empowerment, not rebellion, just isolation, anxiety, broken trust. And beyond that, violence. Look at January 6th. Look at the Buffalo shooter. The man that was just out here, running through grocery stores, live streaming him killing black people. COVID deaths. Real lives lost over fake theories. This isn't truth seeking. It's mass confusion monetized. You're not uncovering the system, you're getting used by it. And the sooner you wake up and look at it and figure that part out, the sooner we get better as a society. So who's actually winning here? Not you, not the truth. It's the grifters, the platforms, the politicians. They turn paranoia into power and profit while you spiral. Meanwhile, the real corruption keeps moving quietly, legally, and without any resistance because you believe in the bullshit. So here's your challenge. Next time you hear this might be true, ask, where's the proof? Who's making money off of this? Damn, my doorbell's going off. And what real issue am I ignoring because of it? Because the longer we chase lies, the more the truth slips away. So, with that being said, if you like this episode, smash that like button, subscribe, turn on alerts. And if you want to support real independent content, cop the merch at FactsOverFeeling.com. Yes, no S. And check in with your boy on the next episode. I appreciate you rocking with me on this Friday evening. Have a great weekend. Be safe and follow the truth. See y'all. If you made it this far, you're not just scrolling, you're searching. Hit that subscribe button and share this with one person who actually thinks. And if you're ready to keep pushing past that noise, tap the box on the screen. I'll see you there.